Today I'm coming to talk to you about how to be successful and how to be a millionaire, if that tracks to some of you. But success doesn't have to be all about money. Success is different for all of you, right? But I hope you can pick up some tricks of the trade today on how to be successful. So, how did this all start for me? So, I'm the CEO and owner of Firma Stella. We sell signed sports memorabilia. So Thierry Henry signed this very shirt. How I started was across the river there, Worcestershire County Cricket Club. As a 9-year-old child, I collected signatures after the games. I would travel up and down the country, and then I realized there was a bit of money in it. I put these items on eBay, and I was like the rich kid at school. And then I made a goal to travel the world. So when I was 18, I flew to South America. I went to Brazil, Argentina, and I traveled the world. I went to 50 countries when I was 18 till I was about 25. But during that time, I ticked off a target of mine to travel the world. But I gradually got myself into more debt and more debt. I wasn't working towards something. I wasn't working hard. I was dossing around a little bit. So I came back to Worcester and I was like, right, I'm going to turn this business into an empire. So I set the goal to become a millionaire within 4 years. And just this very January, I did that. So I'm going to give you some of the keys to my success. Number one is have a vision. You've got to know where you're going. There are so many people who just don't know what they're doing. They aimlessly walk around in life. And that's what I did before when I was in my 20s. I didn't really have a vision, didn't know where I was going, so I didn't get a good result. So first of all, you've got to have a vision. And that can be writing your dream down, writing your target down on a piece of paper. Just writing it down is one step above most people. Number two is being persistent. Absolutely critical to success. You're going to be hit with many things along the road to success. Every day there's going to be a problem that comes up. You're going to be in a hole. There's going to be this issue with this. It's those who persist who become successful. Success is just a test of persistence. Number three is consistency. It's no good just doing these things on a Monday, on a Friday, 1 month, and then the next month. You've got to do it every day. Consistency is a critical key to success. When I set the goal to become a millionaire, I worked out how much money I had to take in every day, the actions I had to do, the people I had to call every single day. I had targets to meet. And if I didn't meet it, because we're all human, sometimes we miss it, I'll move it to the next day. But it's consistently doing it, day in, day out. And number four, in terms of a key to success, is being authentic. Being authentic. So typically to these events, when I come to speak, I'll prepare a script and I'll wear the Firma Stella uniform. But today I was like, I'm not even going to prepare. I'm not even going to bring a script or wear what I'd usually wear, because that's not me. I'm just coming here to talk and being myself, because that's what made me successful. And there are a lot of people in terms of that who are doing things are not true to themselves, and that's when you're not going to be successful. So you can become successful in anything you do, whether it be a lawn mowing business, a cleaning business. You can become successful as long as it's true to yourself. And in terms of another key to success, what I would say is desire. Desire. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'd note that one down if I was you, because that book is, I read a lot of books, but that's my number one. And in that book, there's like 12 keys to riches. And the number one is desire. You've got to have a burning desire to do something to become successful. You've got to really want to do it. Because there are days when I wake up where there's been all sorts of problems, whether it be with staff, with this issue, with this, with that. And if you don't have a burning desire to succeed, those things are going to overturn you. So that's pretty much it in terms of keys to successes. And now I want to give back, and I'll answer any questions you've got. But yeah, they're pretty much my top 5 in terms of becoming a millionaire and becoming successful. So I'll hand it over to you. Who's got any questions?
When did it all start then?
When did it all start? The business idea started pretty much when I was 9. I mean, when I first asked for a signature, that was when it all started for me.
What's
The best signature I've got has to be Paul Gascoigne. Now, he obviously visited us at Firma Stella last week. And yeah, he's a great guy. Again, back to my keys to success. He's authentic. He really lives true to his means. And yeah, he's a brilliant guy. So Paul Gascoigne. How about any of you else? Any more questions? Go on.
So can you explain to us exactly what it is the business does, how it makes its money?
Yeah, absolutely. So essentially, we've got a number of scouts now who travel around the world and obtain these items for us. We also buy in signed items. We've got a framing department in-house. We photograph them, and then we put them online. We've got our own website. We also sell for eBay and Amazon as well. And that's our way to sell.
How do you test that they're authentic?
So, great question. So I've been doing it since I was 9. I'm 31. So I authenticate the items now. We also only use people we trust. In the autograph business, there's a lot of fakes that go around. Pretty much because you could just grab a shirt and just sign it yourself in your bedroom, right? So, good question. But we always make sure we're buying in authentic products.
How did you stand out to like the other competitors?
Good question. So what we used to do was take a photograph of somebody signing it. So when Luis Suarez is signing this shirt, we'd take a photograph of him signing it to prove it's real. And then as we've grown, people have started copying that idea. So that's another key to success. You've got to constantly innovate and come up with new ways to be different to competitors.
So obviously you've grown through COVID when a lot of other organisations may have struggled. Kind of, what was your the biggest positive out of COVID, and what was the biggest negative out of COVID for yourself?
The biggest positive, well, a lot of people were still spending money during COVID because they weren't going out and about to restaurants, to bars. So they still had that passive income. And people were spending time online buying gifts. You know, Amazon had record sales during COVID. So we continued to grow throughout COVID. So that in terms of positive. In terms of a negative, we weren't able to grow as much as we wanted to because we weren't able to obtain items. For instance, we couldn't go and ask Luis Suarez to sign something because we were housebound, right? And also in terms of growing our employees, our staff, employing people throughout that period was difficult. So that was the biggest negative. Yep. The most we've sold something for was an England World Cup 1966 shirt, and we sold that for £10,000.
That you might branch out and go beyond sport.
Yeah, we sell music, film, and TV. We've branched out. We've been trying a few of those brackets. We're actually moving to America soon, so we're opening in New York. I'm going to be moving to America. So our plan is to bring the UK market, the UK products like soccer, rugby to America, and bring the US market to the UK. So American football, basketball, baseball, etc. But yeah, music, film, and TV, definitely.
When you're employing,
Yep.
it is what sort of people do you look for then when you're looking at the market, thinking, okay, want some new staff in here, want some new blood?
We don't hire on skill, so we don't look for people who are necessarily they can take photographs, they can write customer service, they can sell things well. We look for people who are suited to our culture. We have a set of values and we hire on that. If they're suited to our culture, we can teach them anything. So if they're the right person, you can teach someone anything. So we stick to that, and we've got a great team now, really great team, great energy, because the people on the bus are all pretty similar, and we're driving towards the same thing. Where was that? What are our values? So positivity, number one. I'm a very positive person. I have my days, of course, because we're human, but generally I'm very positive, energetic, again, similar to me, lots of energy. Excellence, so no matter what phone call or what piece of work, even if we're emptying the bins, we stick to an excellent standard. And that's really critical. There's no job that's more important than one. I clean the toilets at Firma Stella. So like we all get involved, and there's no one task bigger than the other.
What's your plans moving forward?
Plans moving forward. So the next big target is to become a billionaire. And I'm going to be moving to America this year, actually. Going to be living in New York. So, yeah, that's exciting. I've always wanted to live in America. And we're going to bring the UK market to there. I'm also hiring for like a country manager of our UK operations. So, yeah, I'm excited for that.
So say I'm buying one of these for my hubby today. How much money have I got to have in my purse?
Cam, how much is that? Yeah, probably a grand. Yeah, a grand. So I'll pop to the toilet if any of you wants to take it now and run. Like, I won't say anything. And this one's probably £1,000 too. But that's our average selling price. We've got things from £10 all the way up to £10,000. And we've got really good security at our warehouse. If any of you are thinking of it.
Would you keep the business here in England? So, sort of like for tax purposes.
Yeah, the UK is a really great place to have to run a business. It's a really, I've traveled a lot. So many countries where the opportunities aren't quite there for you, or the path there's lots of obstacles in the way. This country is brilliant for starting up a business and laying the foundations for you to be successful. Here in America, best places to be successful. So guys, you're very lucky to live and have the opportunities in this country. So make the most out of it. And to add to that, the most important point, I got stuck a bit on that point earlier. What's the most important key to success? I would say, why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you want to become successful? Why wouldn't you want to do something with your life? I think the thing for me is what I've always stuck to is I watch a lot of Denzel Washington videos, and he says, when you're 80 years old and you're on your deathbed, you don't want those demons coming up saying, oh, I wish I could have done that. I regretted this. I should have done that. You do not want those demons coming up. So make the most out of your life and do something you're proud of. And on that note, thank you. This is the Millionaire Mindset. And let's get it. Cheers.